You know, the book of Proverbs has a lot of practical advice contained within its pages. Today's section of Proverbs warns against drinking too much and becoming drunk. Now let's take a look at Proverbs chapter 23, 29 through 35. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? Those who tarry long over wine, those who go to try mixed wine. Do not look at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the cup and goes down smoothly. In the end, it bites like a serpent and stings like an adder. Your eyes will see strange things, and your heart utter perverse things. You will be like one who lies down in the midst of the sea, and like one who lies on the top of a mast. They struck me, you will say, but I was not hurt. They beat me, but I did not feel it. When shall I awake? I must have another drink. Look at how the Bible begins this passage. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Who has redness of eyes? The Bible answers those questions. It's the person who chooses to get drunk. You know, in the 35 or so years that I've been a counselor, I've seen a lot of lives ruined by alcohol and other substances that dull the senses and impair the conscience. And in my experience, this equation proves to be true. The more a person drinks or does drugs, the more a person wants to drink or do drugs. And just look at the end of our section from Proverbs today. It ends with, I must have another drink. But the Bible provides to us the real truth of giving ourselves over to substances. Take a look at verse 32 again. In the end, it bites like a serpent and stings like an adder. Now, listen to me. God didn't create you and me to be controlled by substances. God created you and me to follow Him and to live lives not characterized by chaos, but instead characterized by what the Bible calls the fruit of the Spirit. And of the fruit of the Spirit listed in the 5th chapter of the book of Galatians, self-control is the final fruit to be emphasized. The Bible tells us that Jesus came to set the captives free. Maybe you have been captive for many years to alcohol or other substances. Jesus came to set you free from that. And you will find freedom from the things which may now be controlling your life. You will find freedom when you follow Jesus and you allow Him to control your life instead of the alcohol or pot or whatever the drug of choice currently is. There is freedom in Jesus Christ. Put that other stuff down and take hold of Jesus. Now, why would God want you to live free of alcohol and other substances? Substances which are trying to control and wreck your life? Well, it's because God loves you and He wants a good life for you. Well, God bless you.